of isolation. It's a desolate living room. Only essential work, travel, and spending is enforced. All theaters closed and new movies releases pushed. And the hope for humanity fading. I must spread my opinions.
A bit dramatic, yeah. But why the Mel not?
These are dramatic times,
And what better way to wait out the upcoming apocalypse than a Mad Max marathon?
I got rid of the box, and now nobody gets tickets because of you.
It's crazy to think that the actor playing Max in the first 3 movies has actually become more zany than his character. That actor being Mel Gibson.
Correct, okay, good. So you're not lying to me about fake tits.
And opposite of Mel, whose, let's say, charm has been fading. Cameras and visual editing has come so far since 1979 to 2015. The style and feel have been noticeably evolving with each movie in the series. Mad Max 2, Road Warrior, Mad Max 3, Beyond the Thunderdome, and Mad Max Fury Road. The first edition in this epic is a classic from 1979, directed by George Miller. The apocalypse may have just happened, or this is just Australia in its natural habitat. Max is a cop soon having to face down a biker gang and its leader, Toe Cutter, played hilariously but terrifyingly by Hugh Keys Byrne, who will play a bigger role rolling out in a bit later on. Well, shenanigans happen for a bit then, and then our poor lead, after losing his family and reason to live, rides off into the sunset. Then, 2 years later, if we're going by release dates, we have a post-apocalyptic wasteland where everyone is decked out wearing leather cut up in kinky places, and are next to feral, living in chaos and living on wheels. Seeing how humanity is currently headed, Road Warrior is a close prediction to what 2022 will look like. Get ready. Buckle up. A look that started and defined the genre and feel of so many other post-apocalyptic adventures and parodies to come. In the cult classic Mad Max 2 Road Warrior, we're given a bit more of a prologue, or a peek of what the Mel even happened to set this all off in the first place. How civilization has come to a dry, fetish-clad finito. But no, never actually letting us in on how it all ended. What happened? Was it war? Aliens? Chinese kitchen culture? Why is everyone so savage? Dirty? Smelly? Yes, if you focus hard enough, you can smell that tiny little monkey boomerang kid. Or Bruce Spence's breath. Oh, later. Max is back, and he brought along a supercharged V8 pump and sawn-off shotgun with very scarce fuel and ammunition. Taunted yet again by another hyped and spiked-up bike gang, making friends with a gyrocopter pilot, and then goes on a long, epic chase with a gas tankard, who will also be playing a big role rolling out in a bit later. And if you think that pig shit has already literally hit the fan now, well, out rolls Beyond the Thunderdome.
2-man engine! 1-man lead! 2-man engine! 1-man lead! 2-man engine! 1-man lead!
The third and last with Mel as Max, released in 1985, 4 years after Road Warrior. I'm assuming it's something like that in Lapse as well, because we are never told or alluded to how much time has passed since the prior film. Eyes went by release date, dialect, and hair mass. The costume design and feel are similar to Road Warrior, just dirty, yet somehow shinier. Plus, of course, Max returns, grimier, and so does his Dutchy gang of gyro pilot and the not-so-feral anymore kid. For a bit, they are separated, and Max ends up enslaved in Barter City, a pointy metal, quote-unquote, city run by slaves shoveling pig shit. All in service to a little guy riding around on a big guy, I think. Reporting to Tina Turner, aka Anti-Entity, aka Tina repping her best Lady Gaga cosplay, mostly just staring and yelling, trying to act. Entertainment is scarce. And thankfully, alcohol still exists in both this and our very own World's End. But it also may be the leading cause in this city's first form of entertainment being constructed, the Thunderdome. A steel-caged dome filled with a random variety of weapons, elastic band swings, and only one rule.
2 men enter, 1 man leave.
Then once Max escapes that party, it eventually does become beyond the Thunderdome, even reminding me of Hook at some points. As Max stumbles across a de-civilization of kids living in the caves, and then beyond that. A trend in these movies are that just when you think they're gonna wrap up, they just keep going. The first movie has the most character development, Road Warrior has the story set up, Thunderdome, humor, and then there's Fury Road, the action. Once again rated R, and it shows more than ever, Fury Road is more arid and gross than any of the others, via astounding makeup work and imagination, which resulted in 6 Oscars in 2015, these being the best film editing, costume production design, makeup, sound mixing and editing, and imagination. And guess what? Yeah, Max is yet again back, but bulkier and somewhat skitzier, with the help of Tom Hardy in this somehow grittier sequel? Reboot? From my point of view, it's a revisiting and recreation of the franchise. Hardy doesn't try to enact Mel. He brings his own twitchy swag, but has all these memory flashbacks that never happened in previous films. I don't know. I'm not sure. I can confidently mention that 30 years has passed between filming and the production value has skyrocketed. I too also noticed automobiles evolving to last longer on less fuel and somewhat gain a personality of their own as well. Gasoline equals gold, and now even more so water, to which our main antagonist controls the flow of, and being one of the only factors connecting Fury Road to the first movie. Hugh Keys Burn, Tailcutter, returns, but now with a different call sign, Immortan Joe.
Do not, my friends, become addicted to water. It will take hold of you, and you will resent its absence.
Returning from a
Easy.
bike gang boss to a hazy open sword Nazi cult leader whom enslaves women to breed with so they can pop out as inbred mutant youngsters to build his own kin army. Incest, rape, mom spaghetti, everything is cranked up to 11. Just imagine if Bane and Donald Trump fusion had. But then, an always badass Charlize Theron, or Furiosa, aims to rescue these brides of Joe. The chase begins. And mostly the whole damn runtime is one long, epic, action-packed chase scene that Max ends up getting entangled with. Yes, the others had well-known chase scenes as well, but these are higher stakes, heart-pounding twists, guitar flamethrowers, and less time to rest. It's ironic to be revisiting a series like this at a time such as these, and it makes you wonder if we all are just going to become leather fetish cave people after, if this is all done. Or again, was this just set in Australia? Makes you wonder though. I love these movies due to their anarchy, creative visions, and never clearly staying tuned to just one story thread. Always just starting up again, going off and exploring new plots and would-be endings. Speaking of which, what does your apocalyptic threads consist of? What are you gonna look like? What gear are you gearing to wear to face down Armageddon and say, look at me? Did you have a favorite film from this series? Or how about just one you want me to review? God, please! I need this. I'm losing it, man. Just give me one. Let me know in the comments. But most importantly,
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!